This video is going to be about just our views of being an interracial couple, which means that we have our daughter, Sophia, who is clearly biracial, and like our views on it and what we have experienced and all of that stuff. Since there's so much going on in the world right now, it's like kind of narrowing down on topics that's just being headlined, period. Especially since, you know, that guy took office now. So yeah, so basically I can start off. Since we did come from the north, there were more biracial babies and more interracial couples, so you would see more of what you have and people who look like you. And I guess it was more accepted in a way because it's just like that was just normal. That was the thing that was coming up and expanding. And now that we live in the South, it's like there are people who come out and say hi to us or say our daughter's beautiful and the whole nine, and then you'll see other people that's more distance or just stare. And it's just funny because it's still, no matter what, no matter how much time has gone by, that there's some people who just can't accept change. Especially in the South, they don't really like change. It's proven fact in history. I'm in school and we talk about this all the time. What are your, like, how do you feel?
Well, people are going to be people. There's no way you can change someone's conscience, someone's way of life overnight.
Yeah.
And just because, you know, we've decided to be together, they can't see it because they're stuck in their old ways and the way they used to do things. So especially in the South, like she said, that's just, you know, what you're gonna get. And if you have 4 or 5 generations of things being one way, and then they see us walk into Walmart, their opinion is still like, well, why are they together? They don't even look at me and know automatically what I am, what my ethnicity is, but they just do see that she is black and that I'm not. And at the end of the day, it's segregation.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to put out there that just because we have a biracial girl does not mean that she's better than anyone. I don't really like when I'm on social media and it's like there's people who are praying to be with the opposite, not the opposite, like the opposite race, meaning like if you're black, you're praying to be with a white person, or if you're white, you're praying to be with a black person. I feel like love is love. Whoever you decide to love, that's on you, and congrats to you. But don't seek for that, because people see that, oh, biracial brings a different light to things. Oh my God, I want my child to look like that. Every baby's a little different. Not every biracial baby's gonna have that pretty hair or those pretty eyes or that pretty complexion. Like, you don't know what you're gonna get. Clearly, for 9 months, they're in the womb and the grand finale is when they come out. But my daughter, well, our daughter is very beautiful, and I constantly remind her of that, but I do want her to know that, you know, you are mixed, especially mixed with love, but feel like it's okay to be who you are, because it might be hard for her to fit in. I mean, he has a story where he felt lost because he didn't feel like one race he could fit in and another one he couldn't, and it's tough for her because she's a lot of things, and I don't want her to feel like she's an outcast, especially depending on where we are throughout our career in the military. But as for instance, now she will be starting daycare soon, probably like a couple of months to a year, and you know, she might see predominantly white babies, and I don't want her to feel like, oh my God, I'm awkward looking or anything like that, because it's honestly what you install in your kids at home. You are their first teachers before they go out into the world. So I think about that sometimes, because I don't want her to feel like, oh my God, I don't fit in with the black kids, I don't fit in with the white kids, I don't fit in with the Hispanics. Like, mommy, daddy, where do I go? It might sound like a little like, oh, you're thinking about the future, but the future is here, because you see these bullying posts all the time. Oh, she's not acting black enough, she's not acting white enough, she's not doing what normal Spanish people are doing, blah, 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 blah. And we need to stop categorizing our children and let them be who they want to be. Honestly, because even even if you're not mixed, you still go through daily stereotypes in a way, because people are judging you about your character or how you acting or what you're saying, how you're articulating the words. Oh, if a African American like myself knows how to speak English properly, it's, oh, you're talking too white. Or if a Caucasian person is trying to be more urban, it's, oh, you're acting too black. Or a Spanish person, it's like, you don't fit in either way, so stop acting like you're white or black. It's like, we need to stop doing that, because that's bullying, and that leads to kids not appreciating who they are, appreciating their body, how they look outside, whether their hair or their skin color or anything. This is serious. This is really serious, because I seen it when I was in grammar school, people getting bullied, and people used to bully me a lot because I have curly hair, natural curly hair that's thick and long, and people would be like, oh, you think you're better than the black regular, like, you think you're better than us, or you think you're prettier than us, or all of this stuff. And it's like, I didn't ask to be here. That's what God blessed me. I'm gonna embrace it, and that's it. I did have a hard time when I was in grammar school to embrace it, because I thought the norm was straight hair. The natural movement that's moving now, which I love, it was not that strong back in the day. So if you saw a girl with curly hair, it was more like considered an afro, and she was being a target. I know. You probably don't really remember those days, but I really don't remember it being as strong as it was today. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna love whoever I love, just like you should love whoever you love. And I love him, and I chose to be him because of his heart, his personality, his mind, not because of his looks.
I think they help a little bit.
They do. You are very handsome, but I'm just saying, like, you shouldn't just want to be with someone because of their looks. Like, that doesn't mean that your life is going to be so much better or easier. I mean, I'm not going to lie, there are some people in my family who are supportive for us and who are happy for us, and then I know there's people who are stuck in their own ways, but sorry, fuck them. Like, this is who I chose to love, and I'm pretty sure you and Carrie's on your side. You have to say no names.
See,
but
I guess she covered, how it is out here, and she mentioned that, up north it's not like this, and I can attest that it's not like this, but there is still segregation and racism, because I've experienced reverse racism where prejudging me, not even knowing what my background is, not knowing what my parents look like. I was called white boy, and I was, chased home. I was, that kid. I was that kid that was, slap him, watch him turn red. Like, those were comments that were thrown at me. And I've also experienced, I've dated African American women predominantly my whole life. I've never really dated, like, a white woman or even like Hispanic women. And it's like, you get judged by the men, you get judged by the women, because it's like, when it comes to the women, it's like, in their mindset, it's like, they would like to probably experience, dating someone outside their culture, but it's, you get judged. And then the men, it's like, you stole another black sister, African American sister, she should be dating a black man. And it's like, that's the type of stuff that you get hit with, and they may not bring it to your front door and tell you to your face, but they'll definitely show it through their actions, that, look you up and down, even possibly, like, I'm not the type of guy that, gets, like, dressed up to go to Walmart. You could tell, like, or like, let's say we're up north, go to like a supermarket, or walking even down the street, walking into a store or a bodega, they're just looking at you like, damn, why is she with him? And that's what I don't like. I feel like anyone should be able to date anyone or be with anyone that they choose, black, white, blue, purple, orange. Right. If that's what they prefer and that's what they choose to be with, and I don't really see a problem with it.
I also have something to say, that I have one thing that I can attest to is I really went through this. I put it on my social media. There was a time, because our daughter's like, especially when she just came out, she was really like, that's most newborns anyway, until they get their color, if you are a parent and educated. But somehow this random lady, she was Caucasian, and she came up to me in the park because I was doing a stroller walk with our daughter, and she looked at the baby and automatically just was like, oh my god, she's so beautiful, like her dad has to be white. And I was just like, okay, in my mind, yeah, it's true, but still, it's like, you know, there are light-skinned African American people in this world. There are light-skinned people who are black with eyes, or there are even darker skinned people who have color eyes. My brother has color eyes. He's not all that dark, but he's not all that light either. Like, you know, so that runs in my family. Colored eyes, nice hair, all of that, because we are mixed with other things, but predominantly we're black. But the point is that, like, you really, like, are that stupid, like, to prejudge our daughter and to say that, and that really hurt me. And then on top of that, she was just like, basically like saying that because she has that genetics in her, basically justifies her beauty. Excuse me? No. And then I had another person come up to us, basically an American girl, that and thought like that was not my child. Like, I didn't birth her. Like, who's her mother? And I'm just like, that's me. She looks like me. She looks like him. But that's me. And I just really don't like when you see dark-skinned African-American guy or female with a lighter child. It's like, is that really his? Is that hers? Oh man, is she like the nanny? Or like, I don't know. They're not saying that. We don't know what they're thinking, but it's just the fact that, like, that is mine. I went through 16 hours of labor with her, and I won't regret anything, but I know that was her. Like, I pulled her out. That's her. So don't tell me anything like that.
Let's wrap it up. It's gonna come.
Yeah. So basically, we just wanted to talk about this because we know that there's movies called Get Out, and people are watching it, having their 2 cents on it. You know, there's topics always being discussed about this, and I just feel like since this hits home, because this is actually our life, and we have been through experiences so far from New York and Florida that we have seen the differences, that it's good to talk about. And I like to do this so that our daughter can see later on, like, oh my god, my parents talk about that subject, and yada yada yada. So once again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.